Hi, welcome everyone back to Persona 5. Last time, we had the school festival, we had Akechi reveal the fact that he knows everything and has proposed a deal for us. I had problems on my hard drive which Persona 5 is installed on my PS4. And we also had Futaba and I get discovered by Sojiro after he found the calling card in Futaba's room. So we should now talk about that. What's up, Futaba?
Sorry.
Well, it ended up working out. You're okay. To be honest, we would have had to tell him sooner or later anyway. Hey Futaba, do you want to go play some games?
There's nothing inside. Will it unleash me? Burning down the wall.
Interesting. That's fun.
Nice.
Excellent.
For me to pray. I'm a sharpshooter at Paul's Massacre.
Oh hey Futaba, do you want to see the laptop?
Free for you to draw.
I need to show her my market thing on my laptop. Oh.
Please don't take off my mind.
Sorry.
You're okay. Yeah. Sure.
Hey.
I mean, I would have offered that if that was an option, Morgana. Okay. Yeah, if I got the option, Morgana, I didn't want to feel like I was, shooing her away. But I didn't really have a good option to let her stay. I wonder if she would have accepted the invite if I was further along in Futaba's social link. Oh come on, Igor isn't gonna give us his 2 cents on what just happened today? My goodness, a lot of stuff happened.
That concludes the speech given by Representative Masayoshi Shido, who may be forming a new party.
Alright, we've gotten his full name now. Remember this.
We now resume our coverage of the Phantom Thieves, the suspects for Mr. Okumura's death and others.
Is he gonna ask us if we killed him?
The police have designated the Phantom Thieves as the country's most wanted fugitives.
I see 3,000 something written on that screen. I don't know enough about Japanese kanji or hiragana or katakana to know how to read that.
And have decided to reward anyone with information leading to the capture of the Phantom Thieves.
I think it's hiragana written on the screen based on what it looks like. It might be a mix.
Look.
Yeah?
Those who provide information will be offered a reward of 30 million yen.
Nice.
And considering the high amount, it shows how extraordinary the situation has become. Reward money will be supplied by the police and the families of the victims. Further,
if I report you to the police and they arrest you, I supposedly get 30 million yen for it.
Not too bad. Only if we get caught.
I hope you understand the situation you're in.
I mean, if I asked him if he was going to report us, then it's like, on the one hand, I'm going to sound arrogant. But on the other hand...
Even people who didn't have an interest before will be on the lookout for the Phantom Thieves. And it'll happen every day, even at school. Why did this happen? This isn't about me. Well, how do I put this?
You know, we definitely should take Sojiro into the metaverse just so he can be able to talk to, just so he can talk to Morgana.
I'm sorry I didn't realize it. It's also my responsibility that this happened.
Yeah.
All I can do now is give you shelter. Just don't become desperate and do something reckless, all right?
I can do that. And you know, I wonder how much money they're gonna give for the arrest of you because you're sheltering me. Just think about that. How much money they would give for whoever can arrest Sojiro. Because he's involved. Yes.
I won't sell you out. As long as you're here, there's nothing to worry about.
I'm gonna hold you to that, Sojiro. Just know that. I will hold you to it.
I feel bad about what we've done to the chief. I'm responsible too.
Yeah, I mean, this whole thing, you could argue, wouldn't have happened if you didn't go running off and find Haru. But at the same time, we may have never met Haru in the same capacity.
Did you see that reward? Perhaps we put too much pressure on them.
I mean, what? It's only, what, an 8-digit count? We haven't even reached 10 digits yet.
With this, the Phantom Thieves have become public enemy number 1.
I mean, come on, we could have gone for 10 digits.
Exactly. That will be when their curtain falls.
Hey, great!
Well, one way to do it is just to arrest everyone at the school and go through everyone one by one. Yeah. Is 30 million yen all that much, really? I mean, it's what, $3 million? I mean, yeah, I guess it is a lot, but it's not as big as it could be. Not really. To be honest, not really. At least I'm not really feeling the pressure. It's almost Halloween, everyone.
We're wanted now.
Dude, we've been wanted for, what, 6 months?
And the reward's 30 million yen? What is this, a comic book?
What, it'll get higher. I've seen higher numbers in real life. Well, I remember seeing higher numbers for information. Or maybe it's because I'm used to American currency. In terms of, like, I'm pretty sure there's been one that's reached 7 digits in American currency. I'm trying to remember. Maybe there hasn't. Maybe it's a lot more than I'm giving it credit for. But still, 30 million yen doesn't sound like that much compared to what it could be. You know, of course, I'm looking for something ridiculous like 1 billion yen or the equivalent of 100 million US dollars. Now that would be a thing.
It feels so unrealistic, I can't help but laugh.
I guess I'm also used to other games where it's not really that hard to get up to 30 million yen.
We're finally being treated as actual criminals.
Weren't we already getting treated like that earlier?
I'm positive now. Remember all of those what-ifs I mentioned before? All of this was truly set up. How President Okumura ranked first, the Fad before that, even Medjed. It was all to make the Phantom Thieves famous. On top of that, we were lured to target Okumura.
Well, I mean, what would have happened to Haru had we not? Just saying.
Yeah. The enemy likely planned to lay the blame on us from the start, after we gained popularity.
Yeah, I already explained this.
Then what about everything we've done until now?
Well, honestly, the Kamoshida thing was legitimate. Madarame, you could say as well, but after that, you could say, well, I would say the manipulation really started after we grabbed Kaneshiro out from under the police. That's when whoever this politician, who I'm suspecting it is, through the instant message, declared that we were the real deal. However, he had connections to be able to produce bots on the Phantom Aficionado website to then A, spread the hype, and B, manipulate the target pool.
Are the people whose hearts we changed and thought were corrupt actually not?
I mean, to be honest, I think Madarame was the least bad of the criminals, if you will. Kaneshiro is like, we were, you know, in all these scenarios, we were kind of forced to, and Taba wasn't a criminal at all. We needed to save her. You know, she asked to be saved by us, so yeah.
No, because of Yusuke and I, the Madarame and Kaneshiro cases were coincidental.
Well, the Kaneshiro one is the thing that kind of sparked this.
Wasn't that the case with Kamoshida, too? Considering what happened with the rankings, only the previous target would have been used to lure us.
What a cheap trick to use.
That's what you get for relying on popularity contests.
Cheap? It's nothing of the sort.
Yeah. I mean, just think about it. Elections nowadays can be manipulated by artificial intelligence. Bots. Programmed by someone else. Could legitimately happen. To think the potential death of democracy caused by technology, not revolution.
There's the fake Medjed and the site's altercation. They might have even engineered the fat around us.
Yeah, I definitely would suspect that.
So much time and effort has been put into this. President Okumura probably wasn't their only target. Perhaps they intend to place all blame of past and future psychotic breakdowns on our group.
I mean, it would be a neat little convenience, wouldn't it?
That's why I said we shouldn't jump into things so carelessly.
Now is not the time for this group to fall apart, dang it. It's the whole reason we had so many problems going into the Okumura thing.
What, so this is my fault? Even you agreed to it in the end.
Could someone throw him out the window?
And there was that thing with Haru at the time. How are we supposed to ignore that, huh?
I'm sorry. This was all because I one-sidedly decided that my father was a criminal. All I could think about was my fiancé. If I had only been able to cope with it more calmly.
To be honest, I really don't think there was much you could do differently.
Haru?
It's not Haru's fault. I should have spoken up too when Principal Kobayakawa died.
Alright, are we done playing the blame game so we can move on?
Damn it!
Hey, don't punch my sofa.
This is bullshit! God! Fuck!
Did he actually say it?
Ah!
Hey, stop making sound up here, you're upsetting people.
Ryuji! Taking out your frustration on things doesn't help anyone!
Hey, what do you think?
He looks at us like that.
Why did we lose?
Why?
What did we do wrong?
Didn't necessarily do anything wrong, per se. However, we need to evaluate this failure, learn from it, and grow. Yeah, they baited us, and we took it. Hook, line, and sinker.
It's probably because we weren't acting like ourselves.
To be honest, I could blame a lot of people in this room. Arguably, I think the only two who haven't really, or the only three who haven't really done anything is myself, Futaba, and Yusuke. In this scenario. Well, actually, now I think about it, now I reflect on it. Really, it was Ryuji who was pushing so hard for this. I mean, we ended up rescuing Haru. He ended up pushing Morgana so much to the point where he flipped out. I don't know.
Agreed.
As long as we don't fracture right now, that's the last thing we need.
At the time, we only cared about the opinion of the general public.
You did. Not me. I wanted out. I wanted out from the spotlight. The guy in the spotlight has the least cover.
Yeah, that really is it.
You people wanted to be celebrities. And look what that got you.
I was so caught up in making a name for ourselves. I'm such an idiot! I became a phantom thief because I hated those same kinds of adults!
Well, I guess we're evaluating our failure, learning from it, and growing, aren't we? One at a time now, kind of like a show and tell, if you will. Who's next?
To think we had begun clinging onto fame and a place to belong, that our eyes had become clouded.
We were meant to be the righteous phantom thieves, but we lost sight of our original cause.
You make it sound like I lost sight of it, too. I mean, I was railroaded by the plot, so I didn't really have much say. I had the least amount of say in this, actually.
I'm so irritated with myself.
I know that feeling.
Makoto.
I definitely know that feeling, though, to be irritated with oneself.
Damn it! I know that we've been set up, and that I was a complete idiot too!
Well, you said at least one thing truthful in that statement. Actually, two things. That whole statement is truthful. Good work, Ryuji.
But still, it's so damn frustrating!
I can definitely see that, though.
Of course I want to do something about this!
Yeah. We'll be in deep water at this rate.
Not really.
However, we have no idea who we're up against, and whether they're an individual or an organization.
Oh, I've got a pretty good idea.
Furthermore, they must be in a position of power, or have powerful backers if they can go so far.
I mean, that narrows it down quite a bit, don't you think?
Are we really a match for this?
There's only one way to find out.
Should we end this now?
Why, and get hunted down one by one? It's too late to back out now.
I mean, things might get worse for everyone.
Unfortunately, Futaba, if we were going to do that, we needed to do that, 21 days ago? We needed...
Hey, what should we do?
If we were going to cut and run, we should have done it right when Okura died. We haven't lost yet. Come on. We haven't even fought yet.
Yeah.
They haven't caught us yet. Besides, we have a weapon, don't we?
Running away with our tails between our legs is exactly what they want.
I actually don't think so.
That's the same as dumping our aesthetics again, because we only care about our hides.
Well, I don't care about aesthetics to begin with, so... Well, I don't really care about our aesthetics. I mean, if you get it to a certain point, you'll probably end up bugging me about it.
I see.
What's up?
I take back what I just said. I can't let it end like this.
Excellent.
Absolutely not like this. Looks like we're settled on what we want to do. All that's left is how we go about it. Yeah.
I'll give Akechi a call.
Yo.
Oh, nice. Well, I do mind, but I do know how you feel.
Huh?
Where have you been searching all along, confessing while alone.
Well, if you've learned your lesson now, better you've learned it before it's too late.
The real question to be asked,
It did go right to your head.
have I?
And again.
I'm a shapeshifter. I ghost masquerade,
Well, that's one way of looking at it.
hiding both face and mind, all free for you to throw. I'm a shapeshifter. What else?
Come on, you can apply yourself.
Please don't take
Actually become reliable, dang it.
revealing dawn.
Good. Okay, yeah, I'm not exactly sure if you scared them per se, but it's still probably a good idea to do that
See ya.
nonetheless. We're gonna get a call by everyone? No, just for Yuji. Glad we were able to have that talk. Oh, who's next? Han? Okay, we got a message. Yeah. Yeah, we'll manage. We have indeed.
Okay.
Alright, we get free time? Nope. Onto the railroad.
Hey!
Yep. Plant.
Oh!
Get this out of my inventory.
Oh!
Searching all along, confessing while alone.
Kakaro's kindness has improved,
All right.
even though it's already maxed. I know. It can still improve over the cap.
The real question to be asked, where have I been? I'm a shapeshifter. I ghost masquerade, hiding both face and mind, all free for you to draw.
20s, 30s, or 40s, 50s. Well.
What else should I be? Please don't take off my
Problem is with the methods that we're using, you kind of have to throw out the book.
Yep.
What? What? I was trying to get on your good side by sitting on the sofa?
Yep. Nice.
Okay.
moments of calm.
An issue in which criminals do whatever they want under the name of justice cannot be left alone. Only now does the government speak of taking countermeasures. But their actions are too little, too late.
Unless they can produce the Phantom Thieves.
The government as it stands has been left behind the times. It is obsolete. If this is a ship that's bound to a rotting dock and destined to sink, we might as well destroy it once.
Hey, remember when I used the, ship analogy? Although his is a little different. You know, because I was talking about, we punched a hole below the waterline and it's flooding, and they're trying to correct the flooding. But, if we, end up causing too much flooding, we'll sink the boat. And obviously they don't want the boat to be sunk, because, you know, they're on it.
Let us end this chaos through my hands and yours.
He's a politician of the ruling party, isn't he?
I heard they're splitting up to form a new party, so an election might come before the year's end.
Really?
I'm gonna vote this time for sure. This man has my support.
You haven't voted until now? That's problematic as a member of society, you know.
Well, I mean, that's also a thing in America. A lot of people just don't actually vote.
Politics just never interested me before. But this politician seems pretty amazing. He's passionate and thinks of the future. I mean, someone like that should be prime minister.
You think so, but does the prime minister actually hold any real influence in Japan? When push comes to shove.
I'm definitely voting for him.
I mean, how much power does the emperor have?
Well, I suppose that makes sense, since the other politicians seem so unreliable.
When you say that you want us to cooperate with you, what exactly do you intend us to do?
Well, he intends to join the party, clearly.
That's a good question. But might I have a cup of coffee first?
Sure, I can make you one.
Quit effing around!
Hey, we can make a cup of coffee for the man.
Please keep this short.
There's a bounty for information in addition to the arrest warrant. Those are quite desperate measures.
Are they? I mean, yeah, the bounty is huge, but I see bounties for stuff like that all the time. A reward for information, I see that all the time.
I'm referring to Sai-san's actions. I assume all of you are at your wits' end as well. She must be considerably vexed if she's gone that far. Make headlines with the arrest warrant, then use incentives to get testimonies. It's not a bad method.
The police have nothing on us. There's no way they can make an arrest.
Doesn't matter. With the SIU on the case, nobody will care.
True. I'm the only one who's ascertained your true identities.
For now.
However, the groundwork for fabricating testimonies and concocting a culprit are underway.
We don't care about that self-gratification. Get on with it.
I'll be blunt.
Please. I really just want to know. I'll forgive you for being blunt.
I'm thinking of triggering a change of heart in Sai-san. I've already discovered that she has a palace.
Interesting you know how to do that much. Hey, Makoto.
Huh? Really?
Makoto, let me ask you something. Why didn't you check for that? As soon as we realized what Sai was doing. Why didn't you check to see if she had a palace?
Is this to prevent the investigation agency's recklessness?
Precisely.
Still, there's no need to change her heart just for that.
I would actually argue there is.
Indeed. It's hard to believe that a single person can fabricate all that.
Oh, you wanna bet?
Unfortunately, that's not the case. What if I told you that those around her would turn a blind eye to false evidence?
You do realize that the government right now has less than a 10% approval rating. They are desperate to solve it. They would look like heroes if they caught the Phantom Thieves. Do you catch my drift yet?
You saying the police would do such a thing?
Yes. The gloves are off now, and they have been for a little while.
It seems they're more trusted than I thought. Their priority is settling the situation. They don't care who the supposed culprit is.
No!
They're completely rotten!
So put it this way, either we're gonna get arrested, or somebody completely innocent will.
My objective is to find the true culprit. That must be the case for all of you, too. However, the current situation is extremely bad.
If worst comes to worst, someone unrelated will be set up as the culprit, huh?
Correct.
Our only solution to this is to make Sai-san come to her senses. If she's in her right mind, she can stop this situation. Her sense of justice wouldn't allow it.
We'll see about that.
So that's why...
Makoto, you should be able to weigh in on this. Why so silent?
The truth will be covered up, and an innocent civilian's life will be destroyed.
And it wouldn't be the first time something like that's happened.
I can't allow such a thing to happen. My own ethics won't stand for it.
Good on you.
I mean, I guess I can understand how you feel.
I mean, as long as you're not lying about it.
And changing Sai-san's heart will be to protect her as well.
Oh, why? Because she'll get the can? She'll be canned if she fails. Well, actually... Well, I say that, but if we steal Sai-san's heart, can her shadow not be killed? If her palace collapses? If we can successfully send her shadow back to her, can we prevent it from being killed?
How do you mean?
How would you know that's true, if you know so little about these palaces?
If the true culprit were to learn that she's responsible for the investigation, what would happen? I'm certain they'll aim for her life. She's the perfect target to place blame on the Phantom Thieves.
I mean, that's exactly what I said. Right, why they did this for Sai. If Sai couldn't generate the results they're looking for, they cause a mental shutdown, kill her off, rinse and repeat to the next cycle.
So how about it? Will you agree to my plan?
Even though you're particular about being just, you're willing to get your hands dirty?
I mean, I am too. Haven't you been paying attention this whole time?
It can't be helped in order to ascertain the truth.
What means justify what ends? That is the million-dollar question.
There is also one more merit in changing Sai-san's heart.
That being?
It will become a warning to not mess with us.
There's that as well. But is that the image we want to spread? That we are an unstoppable machine, right? Not even the government can attack us, right? We'd be able to overpower a entire nation's government. Wouldn't that mean that we would have like an international task force attached to us? We'd be labeled a terrorist group. Then we'd have to deal with international attackers.
They can't go public if someone in the investigation has a change of heart. It'd show their corruption.
In theory.
All that's left from there is for me to discover the identity of the true culprit.
You mean for us, Akechi? Come on, Makoto.
What do you mean?
You're gonna tell us to announce our disbandment once the real culprit is arrested, aren't you?
Yeah, why not?
As expected from a Nijima. So, what do you say? I don't think it's a bad deal for either of us.
To be honest, it's not, given the short term. The long term about us disbanding, though, will have to be revisited once we actually find out who the culprit is. But on the short term, this actually ends up being real nice for us.
Makoto, what's your take on all this?
Oh, come on, you don't even ask me?
It's a well-made plan. It even takes putting an end to our team into consideration.
I'm flattered to hear that.
However, it's a little too well put together, don't you think?
Why are you willing to do all this, Akechi-kun? Why do you seek justice?
Because of sickening human beings.
Oh?
Yes. My contempt for such people drives my sense of justice.
I see.
It isn't some grand reason like society's sake or some lofty ideal. It's simply an absurd grudge and extremely personal.
Kind of like Futaba's in a way. How Futaba's in this to get after the person who killed her mother. I wonder if Akechi's got a very similar reason.
Dude.
You know, doesn't he remind you of us?
Did you have to say that in front of him? I mean, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, like how some disgusting adult pissed him off.
He's still here, you know. And of course, this is what they ask me about.
We're similar, hmm? Maybe that's why I thought that I could ask this of you all.
I mean, he'd approached just me before with all this. Why did he go, why did he go to the entire team about this? Why didn't he just invite us? Right, it would have been easier for him to disband the Phantom Thieves if that's what he was after.
Won't you cooperate with me on the mission to change Sai-san's heart?
As long as I get to take Futaba, or if you have an adequate replacement Navi, which I don't think you do. Yes, I will make the executive decision.
Thanks. I was actually rather worried there.
That also means if Akechi turns out to be, well, let's just say I'm gonna have to take responsibility. Remember at the beginning of the game how we were told we were sold out? If it turns out to be Akechi, I'm gonna have to take responsibility for it. And I will take responsibility. If Akechi sells us out, I will solve it. Myself. Well, myself and Futaba, because I'm not going to turn Futaba off. I want my Navi help. But I won't make anyone else deal with it.
This mission can't succeed without your cooperation, after all.
The Phantom Thieves will be disbanded, and everything will work out. I pray it does.
Mako-chan. I'm okay. I never brought it up until now, but the reason I joined the Phantom Thieves is because I wanted to change my sister's heart. I was hoping it'd never come to pass, though.
Okay, so you wanted to do this, but you never checked to see if she had a palace. Is it because you didn't want to come to terms with the possibility that she had one? I mean, come on. I mean, why couldn't we check to see if she had a palace before that?
I've also known for quite some time that she has a palace.
Oh, you already knew. Of course you did. But you didn't tell us. Come on, Makoto. Of course you knew. But you didn't share. That's not okay. You knew. We could have been doing... You already knew what we could have done about it. We didn't even have to go to Akechi. We would have even been in this scenario. Come on.
Why didn't you tell us?
Better be a good reason here.
It was too selfish of a reason.
Oh, why? In Futaba's isn't?
Though I was too scared to look any further into it on my own.
That's, to be honest, probably a good call, at least.
Why don't we try going there now to scope the place out? A lot of this will be new to me, so I'd like to get myself accustomed to it too.
I'm sorry, I actually have plans today.
Why?
I see. That's unfortunate.
Maybe Makoto sells us out.
Will you tell your sister about this?
She can't.
Of course not. It's just...
You seem awfully evasive today. Is something the matter?
I just can't make time today.
What's going on here?
Let's call it a day then, and resume this tomorrow.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Hopefully, us player vision will be able to see what's going on. Oh,
Wasn't Makoto acting a bit weird?
yeah, and now we've warped to Makoto's seat. Yeah, well, this is about her sister.
Well, I guess that can't be helped.
Still, the fact she knew. She knew this whole time. That was our out. She just didn't want to say it. Or something like that. Of course, me being wanting to use the metaverse as a weapon, that's where I would have wanted to go with it.
Regardless, it all starts tomorrow. I hope this goes well.
Oh. Well, let's go talk to her sister about it. 11:20 is the last day that we saw there.
A palace? In me?
Well, yeah, we would have been able to change your heart. We wouldn't have been able to do that. Well, I guess we could have gone to Mementos.
Not only that, Goro Akechi?
Yeah. Didn't Makoto tell you he was on the panel?
Then the Phantom Thieves targeted me as per his advice?
Uh-huh.
And he had already experienced the metaverse by the time of the Okumura case?
Uh-huh.
That can't be. I mean, he never said a word.
And why would he do that?
Although, his attitude did change suddenly around that time.
Oh, I wonder why.
Akechi-kun kept quiet about the most important details, and my own sister may be a Phantom Thief?
Uh-huh.
If this is all true, I'm appalled as the commander of this operation. I alone was kept in the dark.
Kind of ironic, don't you think?
So you became convinced of another's existence through the 2 mental shutdown cases.
I wonder why the sole commander being left in the dark just so that they have an easy scapegoat in the event of failure? Oh, I would have never seen that coming.
And if you were apprehended while falsely accused of those crimes, that villain would still be loose.
Correct.
That's why you targeted me? Not for your own preservation?
It appears so. Correct.
That does make sense, more or less. If you simply wanted to evade capture, triggering my change of heart wouldn't guarantee anything.
That is true. We could have gone someone above you, like the SIU director.
Your actions as Phantom Thieves would still be met with hostility.
Right, because we would have been attacking our attackers.
No.
Did you realize it now?
If this villain does exist and is setting up your group...
Yeah. Do you realize where you're sitting right now? You're sitting on top of a landmine.
I would be targeted next.
Uh-huh. Which means, according to their plans, you probably have hours to live. Oh, who am I kidding? This is going to take another 30 hours for me to do.
Did Makoto come up with that speculation?
Not yet? Don't remember.
Perhaps I'm overthinking things.
Oh.
Hey! You need to keep your focus.
We've been at this for a while. I'm sorry. We're almost done, though.
It seems you're completely worn out.
We've been doing this for, what, 150 plus hours?
But the look on your face isn't one of defeat. Why is that?
Take a guess. I haven't lost yet.
I'm amazed. It seems you can still talk.
I really hope we've got like Futaba sitting in that man-sized vent. So that she can use her persona to do some shenanigans to warp me out of the interrogation room.
When you were arrested, a man at the scene told you that you were sold out, correct?
Yes.
Those words normally hint at the existence of a traitor.
As of right now, I believe there are potentially 3 people who it could be. It's Haru, Makoto, or Akechi.
However, if your story till now is true, one reason can be concluded. It's frustrating to admit, but at a certain point... No, most likely from the start. I was a mere puppet.
Correct. Which they were prepared to toss aside.
Someone set up only to bear responsibility later.
Hey, we've got a winner, everyone!
Someone intended your arrest, and the minimal staff directly involved were in their pocket.
Yep.
And if that's the case, true integrity would side with you.
Indeed. So, Sai-san. What will we find out over the course of this confidant? Well, hopefully you don't die by the end of this. Alright. Your judgment, confidant, has increased to rank 6. Oh, no Arcana Burst, though.
No, I'm jumping to conclusions.
Oh, you had it right.
I don't believe your story yet.
Ah.
There's something I need to confirm with you.
Go on.
Was a change of heart triggered in me? What happened in the time between entering my palace and your arrest? Tell me everything.
Alright, here we go. The final flashback.
What's this favor you need? It's late already.
Oh?
We'll be going to Nijima's palace, so I want to look into her. Things like her work ethic and relationships. It doesn't matter whether it's public or private.
Wow, we're just straight up doing this now, aren't we?
Those would help us come up with countermeasures in case we hit a roadblock in her palace.
Alright then.
I can look up more, you know.
Go for it. The more information we have, the more weapons we have, the better.
Stuff like her repertoire of underwear.
I mean, if that's your thing, then sure.
A girl shouldn't say things like that. You tell her too.
What else can you dig up?
Well?
Again, I'm not particularly picky here. In this scenario, we need to pull out all the stops. Just about everything is on the table.
Like her history with men.
Sure.
We're phantom thieves! Ahem. Also, I may be overthinking it, but my voice... Ow! Same as always. Let me finish first! There's something else we want you to look into.
Oh, not again! Another memory lapse? Okay, these have got to be critical plot points to reveal who the traitor is. That's got to be what this is. Trying to keep the player in the dark about who it really is. Oh. Oh, okay, here we go. Vote or no confidence. Here we go. It's happening. Okay, courthouse. let's see if I can read this. Kasumi Gaseki. Kasumi Gaseki. Huh. Police Department, Ministry of Justice, Public Prosecutor's Office, and Public Security. Basically the location of all of the people who want to arrest us. And the Diet Building. The Hornet's Nest. Well, they won't have to take us far if we do. Yet. I know. Yeah, no kidding. It'd be like saying, we're gonna go fly over Berlin
So
during
this
World
is the
War II.
courthouse. You can tell it's a revolting building just by looking at it.
You know, like you're an Allied or Comintern pilot, or you're just gonna decide, oh, randomly, I'm gonna go fly over Berlin. Yeah, see what happens. I mean, I guess they sort of did that. They kind of bombed Berlin a lot.
Let's hurry up and get started. Akechi, what did you find out?
Yeah, I guess not necessarily the best analogy now, there was it.
I rarely get to see Sai-san directly, but I figured out her course of action.
Oh, have you?
On the 20th, an investigation will likely be done at Shujin Academy, as well as the Sakura residence.
Really?
For real?
That's way too convenient.
Then that means our time limit is November 20th.
Okay. Almost a full 20 days.
But this should be a substantially forced operation. I doubt it'll take place before the 20th.
But remember, 11/20 was the last date we saw on the timer and when it was going forward.
We'll take your word. For now, we need to focus on infiltrating her palace.
I concur. And we should probably get going soon.
Yes.
After all, people like us standing around here is quite unnatural.
It is.
Well then?
However, also without a public building, there's a chance the security cameras will see us go in.
That's...
Huh? What about my smartphone?
What? A smile.
This is the model I wanted! You're so lucky!
Wait.
I'm so sorry. Until recently, Futaba was actually well...
Wait, she's never acted like that before.
It's okay. Sai-san told me the gist.
Wait, really?
Oh, right. Akechi-kun, it may be best if you exchange contact info with everyone, too. Not just me.
I mean, doesn't he need his phone to do that?
That's true.
Ooh!
What?
I'll send everyone's contacts to you later.
Thanks. Well then, I hope we get along.
He's being very nonchalant about the fact that he doesn't have his phone anymore.
I'll do my best.
Alright, we've gained Baton Pass. Allows you to pass your turn over to another Baton Pass user after one. We've also gained Follow-Up. I think this is the first time we've gotten more than one thing. Chance to perform a follow-up attack if Joker's attack does not down the enemy. And Detective Talk. Chance to step in after a shadow negotiation fails, allowing a retry. And Harissing Recovery. Harissing Recovery. Chance to cure status ailment inflicted upon party members.
Alright.
Your Justice Confidant is increased to rank 6. As always, you will gain more EXP from Arcana Burst when fusing personas. In this case of the Justice Arcana. Akechi can now use Baton Pass, Follow-Up, Harrison Recovery, and Detective Talk.
You got a good personality and good looks?
Talk about cheating.
She's praising you, I believe.
Yes.
Then shall we get started?
So we had the memory lapse while we were talking to Futaba, and then that. Did she bug his phone? Why else would she have just jumped like that at his phone upon first sight of it? She didn't do that to anyone else's. And she's never freaked out like that before over... That was odd. Never freaked out before over something like that where she lost control of herself like that. Supposedly. She must have bugged his phone. Maybe as a precautionary measure? But still. Couldn't have we done that wirelessly?
We need to figure out what Makoto Sis thinks this courthouse is, right?
Well, we know from the beginning of the game it's a casino, isn't it?
I often hear her call it a place of competition in which she must always win.
A competition, huh? That sounds like Sai-san.
So, a sports arena.
It'd be unbearable if you were put on trial for a reason like that. Although, a competition means it's a match of some sort. Might it be a martial arts ring?
Well, of course, a thing where she always wins. The house? What does the saying go for gambling? The house always wins?
Conditions have not been met. Then perhaps a stadium? Or maybe an arena? Conditions have not been met.
There are other competitions besides fighting and sports.
Yes.
Gambling, then!
Yep.
How about a racetrack for horses? Other than that, there's pachinko, but does that count as gambling?
It depends. It's not illegal in Japan, so I'm assuming it doesn't. Because if I remember correctly, a lot of forms of gambling are illegal in Japan as of right now. Unless I misread something. You have to have, well, I say they're illegal. They're not, like, outlawed. You have to have specific, it's like a specific title or like a specific license you need to go get to have it, to be allowed to have a casino.
We played cards during the school trip.
But that wasn't like the card games I'm used to.
What else is there? It must be a casino.
There you go. Bullseye.
I definitely see Sai-san in you.
She didn't want to be right, but she was.
Well, it's time we head in then.
Beginning navigation.
Yeah. People are definitely going to notice that. I like how the loading emblem was fading in and out there, depending on whether or not, like the screen had switched. Ooh, anime cutscene.
Head right past there and keep a low profile.
Yes, low profile.
That's it, huh? What's going on here? We are looking at the courthouse, aren't we?
Seems like it.
Let's go.
Right.
He doesn't really seem too much in awe about it. Although I guess we haven't really seen the palace itself yet. Yep, there it is. Welcome back to the beginning of the game, everyone.
The courthouse is a casino.
Everywhere else seems to be a normal cityscape.
Which is interesting.
Isn't that...
The police station, yes. I didn't know that the station and the courthouse were next to each other.
Couldn't you have used a map for that?
Our attire hasn't changed. That must mean we aren't considered threats or hostiles yet.
Wait, did Morgana explain this to you? How much do you actually know?
right. Areas outside her courthouse palace must not be worthy of her attention. Wait, I always look like this. I'm special. Besides, I can't do anything in my cat form. The police station's also part of her work area, though, whenever arrests are made for her cases. I've brought her food and belongings when she was sent on loan to the police.
We got no business with the cops, right? This might be the metaverse, but I don't want to go in a station.
Oh, why not? We could definitely go in.
That reminds me. He'll need a codename, too.
Codename?
Phantom thieves can't go around using their real names, right? It ain't cool either.
Well, for me, it's more of a matter of survival, than sounding cool.
Just for reference, what is everyone else's?
Skull.
Mine's Fox.
We pretty much decided on them with how we look, didn't we?
You know, when I heard that, I almost would have heard that as Mind Fox instead of Mind's Fox.
What is it, Haru?
Especially with how Ryuji just said his code name.
Oh, it's nothing.
What?
Then, perhaps Karasu will be best for me. You know, like a raven.
Huh. Nice. For those of you who don't know, I'm actually particularly attached to ravens. Nice.
Are your clothes all black or something?
Well, I mentioned they are.
Reverse, actually.
Wait, really?
If our codenames are to hide our identities, wouldn't that be better?
Karasu. He'd be the only Japanese-sounding one.
Then call him Raven. Please call him Raven. Please.
Why not go with Crow instead?
No! Raven.
All right. From here on out, you're Crow.
Yes, could choose the not Raven, the wimpy version. Why couldn't we go with the big people one? Couldn't we go with Raven?
Got it.
Now then, let's head into the courthouse.
What is it, because V is the only English character not part of the Romaji? Come on. I would have loved for his codename to be Raven.
Now then.
I should write something.
Right. We're in a palace again, everyone. My goodness. Where's our palace save? I guess we'll go with this one. New soundtrack, everyone. Alright, not Raven. Oh wait, I gotta rearrange my party. Okay, let's talk to him.
Do you have a moment?
Yusuke.
That settles it.
Alright. You're gonna have to show me what you got, Crow. Alright, we have a Lumia Saber and Mobius. That's how I'm gonna read that. An authentic imitation energy sword for kids. So he wields an energy sword, huh? And a toy ray gun. Why does he get the cool things? My goodness. His stereo equipment is awesome. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to shuffle an SP adhesive to him. Run the suit. Makoto, give me that. it doesn't really happen. Not that. It's take SP. Everyone's wielding an SP adhesive. Excellent. I guess Futaba can wear a few pieces of equipment. I'm not gonna spoil myself what his persona is. I won't use the menu to spoil that.
Let's do it.
I suppose I should save the game now that I have him equipped.
Wait!
Alright.
I can feel it.
I'll go this way.
I have something.
Do we have any map info? Careful, this roof may be fragile or slippery. And also potentially transparent. How convenient, there's just a door here.
Okay.
It's too convenient, don't you guys think?
Oh?
Yeah, that's certainly different. He's a detective. Not really. I'd buy that. I know. Why couldn't we have called him Raven? That's gonna be, if I hope his persona represents a raven.
See.
I know.
Oh.
No, I imagine he gets it quite well. If you think about it logically, it'll make sense. Yep.
But...
Yep. That's right.
Hey.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Oh, look at that. He's getting all excited. Oh, it's adorable. Alright, hopefully we get to see some combat. Hey, this looks familiar, doesn't it?
I can feel it.
Actually, this isn't quite the same room.
I see it.
Wonder how far the game will let me go.
I can see it.
Or if we'll be thrown onto the railroad pretty quickly.
Somewhere.
And get thrown out before any combat. I'd like to see some combat to get a little bit of money.
I can feel it.
Be able to grind a little bit.
I can see it.
Can I go back the other way? There's a box over there. There's a thing! I love things.
It's somewhere. I can feel it.
Doesn't that look like it makes the shape for the symbol Omega? I know. Oh, I can't. Oh, I can't
See it.
I can't get there. How do I get there? What things? Things. Here? Jump. Jump. There's a thing. There's a vent.
It's somewhere.
I love prizes.
Focus.
Huh. Hi.
Whoa!
Well, yeah. Oh, come on. You think we're gonna buy that? As fair and square as it gets here. The house always wins, doesn't it? Very well. I have save load. Bring on what you will. Okay, well, we figured that much. It's simple. She's challenging us to the treasure. Everything's a competition, right?
Damn it.
See you later. It can't be that simple, can it? I mean, clearly there's a trap sitting on the other end of that elevator. I suppose. Can I look for prizes first? There are prizes over there. Up. 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 Blocked vent. Wall. Up.
Focus.
Doors painted on. Doors also painted on.
It's somewhere.
Prizes. Punch. Lifestone.
You got it.
Something. More prizes. Punch. A card shuffler.
I can feel
A
it.
treasure chest. There must be something good inside.
I know. Prizes. A Fen Shui? Fen Shui.
Joker.
Fine. I suppose we'll go up the elevator and get blasted. There's a door here.
This feeling. I think there's a safe room around here.
Nice. Hold on, Saison. Let me save the game.
Let's take a break.
Is that a pool table? Oh, it's not. Oh, why couldn't it have been a pool table?
I should write something.
I'd love to play some pool. What are we working on over here? I can't really read it from here. What is everyone working going on here? Nothing too much, really. Let us go.
Okay, let's go.
Hold on. Can I go back and ask about it? Real quick.
Well,
Progress.
what are your thoughts?
How we doing?
Yes.
What are your thoughts?
Let us go.
Shall we go? Roger. Let's go. We're counting.
I think she was gonna say we're counting on you, Joker, but I'm gonna cut her off. I'm sorry. Oh. Yeah.
Do you have a moment? What?
Can we simply just... Oh. Is he gonna beat us with a bottle of wine? Registration by combat? My goodness. Trial by combat? Let's go. Will you be alright?
How about this?
Estimate, huh? Here we go. That's not a raven. Got a bow, though. What? Is it Robin Hood?
Then, let us begin.
That's what it says on his bow, isn't it? We're Arsene. He's Robin Hood.
Don't worry. You can leave this one to me.
Yeah, okay.
Take them down, Robin Hood!
Let's see what you got.
My skills exceed yours.
Wow. This is Naoto's setup. Nice. I was hoping we'd get something like this.
Taste my wrath.
Yeah, let's go. Almighty.
Robin Hood!
Oh. Oh yeah. That felt good.
You got it.
Yeah, he's gonna be on the team for a while. Yeah.
You're right.
Oh. Oh, I wanted to go play with. I wanted to go grind. Oh, interesting. His background is white. Okay. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Yep. Oh, I like people like Akechi. Followed the chain logically and got the correct answer. Because, well, it actually happens to have a logical chain to it. Yeah.
What else should I be? Please don't take off my mask.
Of course. Now both sides, both us and Saw Nijima, are both of our parties in a scenario where failure is not an option. My goodness.
Okay.
Rare opportunity. What's up, phone? Yeah.
It's only worse not to be told. I need that mask. I'm a shapeshifter at this masquerade.
Yeah, but that doesn't really matter, Morgana. It really doesn't.
Hey!
I'm a shapeshifter.
Plant.
Nice.
TV.
Don't take off my mask.
Red Eagle is crushed after Black Falcon's shocking betrayal. He's not the only traitor. Hawk? Are you trying to imply something, TV?
Yep.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
Let's do it.
He's got almighty light and dark skills. He's awesome. Alright, so next time on Persona 5, we'll pursue stealing Nijima's heart. We'll see you then.
Is there a way for me to break?